I'm sure a lot of you have already seen Netflix's latest hit series, Bridgerton. Did you know that series was actually based on novels by Julia Quinn? Now in the series, did the writers follow Quinn's story word to word, or did they make it look like more juicier? To find this out, in this video, we will compare love scenes of Bridgerton Season 3 in book versus show. First we have here is Colin's threesome. In the show, honestly, the moment is pretty tame and basically involves Colin shirtless and making out with two women. The scene takes place in a brothel, highlighting Colin's attempt to immerse himself in the more hedonistic aspects of life. The women in the scene are clearly experienced, guiding Colin as he tries to lose himself in the moment. While in books, it doesn't happen, but it's clear Colin is a ladies' man, so makes sense Netflix would want to hammer the point home. Second is round 2 of Colin's threesome. After first encounter, Colin heads back to the brothel again, but simply isn't into it due to his mind being elsewhere, on his kiss with Penelope. Instead of participating, he sits back, relaxes, and low-key disassociates, while two women hook up in front of him. While the book doesn't mention anything related to this scene. Number 3 on our list is Benedict Arnold's secret affair with Lady Tilly. Benedict finds himself at a lavish party hosted by Lady Tilly Arnold. Throughout the evening, their flirtations build tension. As the party winds down, Tilly invites Benedict to her private quarters. In the softly lit bedroom, she pulls him into a passionate kiss. Shedding their garments, they move towards the bed. Their urgency and desire culminate in a heated encounter, and they end up making love to each other. That was just an undercover hookup, but still, very much here for it. While in the books, none of this occurs in the book. Number 4 is the carriage scene. In the show, Colin hops into Penelope's carriage to smooth things over after ruining Penelope's chances with Lord Dibbling. His heart races as he confesses that he can't stop dreaming about her. Penelope's, momentarily shocked, gazes at Colin, her eyes wide with surprise. On the other hand, without another word, Colin closes the distance between them, and they share a passionate kiss. The heat between them intensifies, and Penelope's initial shock melts into reciprocation. Their kisses grow deeper, more fervent, as Colin's hands begin to explore, caressing her arms and waist through the fabric of her dress. As their desire escalates, Colin's hand finds its way beneath Penelope's dress, and one thing leads to another, and Colin ends up fingering Penelope under her dress, which stays on. Penelope gasps softly, her breath hitching with pleasure, and her hands clutch at Colin's shoulders, pulling him closer. Penelope's face is flushed, and she bites her lips to stifle her moans. In the books, the carriage scene is one of the pivotal moments in romancing Mr. Bridgerton, and while the show is pretty faithful to it, there were some notable changes. In the book, Colin and Penelope are in a carriage not because of Lord Dibbling, but because Colin's confronting Pen over being Lady Whistledown. They end up kissing mid-argument when Penelope calls herself an ugly duckling, and Colin tells her she's beautiful. Colin takes the top of Penelope's dress down, and we get a full-blown nipple-touching scene. Colin doesn't finger Penelope, but we do get some impassioned hip grinding. Colin breaks out some mild, dirty talking, saying, "I want to strip you bare and sink into you and never let you go." In the last, we have Anthony and Kate have hookup scene on the desk. After their first hookup in Bridgerton family's library, where Anthony finds Kate alone and confronts Kate about their feelings, and they share a heated argument that shifts into a moment of raw honesty. The argument escalates into a passionate kiss that quickly leads to a more intimate encounter. They move towards the desk, their actions becoming more urgent and desperate as they finally give in to their mutual attraction. After that, these two basically can't be alone without ripping each other's clothes off. Case in point, when Kate's trying to work and they end up making love on her desk. While in the book, it doesn't happen. So there are a lot of conflicts in books, and the series as many of the scenes never happened in the books. I guess Netflix is spicing things for the popularity of the show, and I guess it's working quite well. 'Cause the first 4 episodes of Bridgerton Season 3 were viewed 45.1 million times, totaling about 165.2 million hours of view time, according to Netflix. Hope we are going to see a lot of more exciting stuff in Part 2 of Season 3 releasing on June 13th on Netflix.